Let me entertain you. Let me make you smile.
Please give a warm welcome to the star of the show, Donna Sachet.
It's so no joke. I love San Francisco, but tomorrow tongues may wag. That's 'cause every Sunday's a drag. Welcome to Sunday's Drag, right here at the world famous Starlight Room. Are you ready? We're ready for you, believe it or not. We've been doing this show now for 6 years, and let me tell you, the best review was in the Bay Guardian. They said, we love the show, especially San Francisco's own Brian Seacrest in a dress, Donna Sachet. I liked it.
Donna Sachet holds the ceremonial title of Empress of San Francisco. She performs at charity events and serves as a sort of an ambassador for the Castro.
Thank you. They're very good to me here.
So, tell me about Donna Sachet.
Talk about Donna Sachet, really? Donna Sachet, lady in red.
What do you know about Donna Sachet?
She is one of the hardest working empresses in this city.
Have you ever heard of Donna Sachet?
Oh my God, my dear sister. I love her more than any.
Do you know of Donna Sachet?
Donna Sachet, who doesn't? God, yeah, of course, man. She's amazing.
Our first profile introduces you to a performer known for her quick wit, her unique voice, and her constant support of local charities. Donna Sachet has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for numerous organizations through hard work and a lot of sequins. For almost 20 years, Donna has been dedicated to giving back to the Bay Area. She also acts as a voice for the gay community in a variety of other ways. Each week, she writes a column for the Bay Area Reporter newspaper. Donna co-hosts a weekly cable show called Outspoken as well.
Hi, we're here with Jan Wall. And Jan, I'm dying to know, what do you love about Logo?
I really love Logo, Donna, because, well, first of all, you know, Elizabeth Taylor said without gay men and lesbians and bisexuals and transsexuals, there'd be no Hollywood.
You're here with another fabulous group costume. I mean, how many Norma Desmonds are there?
There are 3 tonight, darling, and we're all ready for our close-ups.
They're going to see you for the very first time tonight.
Right.
What do you want them to walk away saying about you?
That they're going to be there on New Year's Eve when I'm back here in San Francisco.
You are coming back.
At the Castro Theater.
It's been announced now.
I don't think San Francisco would be quite the San Francisco that we know today without Donna Sachet.
I've got to get a cab.
Tried to catch a cab lately. You probably waited and waited and waited. No matter who you are, no matter how hard you try.
Secret weapon.
You just can't get a cab in San Francisco.
Right
Vote
here.
yes on Proposition M.
Who is this person? How does she do what she does? There's an element of magic about it, and magic cannot be pierced.
So who else is here from another country? Who's here from another country? Which one, honey? Which one? Russia. Is that? I didn't think that's still a country, honey. But okay. Well, anyway, Russia. Okay. She's got a long memory.
Donna was born about a little over 20 years ago at a retreat for the Gay Men's Chorus. The story goes that she was walking through the crowd and someone said, "Oh, look at her sachet." So she became Donna Sachet. Then she took it from there and created this persona, and here we are today.
Walking onto a stage, I like ramp up the sachet because it's my signature. I want to, you own it in that way.
In San Francisco, if your spirits start to sag, I'm right here on Sunday. Matter of fact, I'm here every Sunday. You can show up a little bit more often. Come on. I'm right here with Sundays drag.
She's involved. And if it comes to housing, if it's about gay rights, or if it has to do with homeless and crime, she takes a stance.
I don't know how I would categorize myself other than, you know, a personality that uses the power that the community gives her for the good of the community.
She has the ability to take on this persona that represents our community, lesbian gay, bisexual, transgender, and has taken on all of our hopes and dreams and aspirations.
You don't happen to know of Donna Sachet, do you?
Donna Sachet? Of course I do. We happen to be friends. And I've admired her from the day I met her. She's our ambassador to the gay community. She's a lady of class and style. I insisted upon seeing her closet, and after seeing the closet, I know why she does it as easily as she makes it look.
Well, you're in a place very few people get to see. It's like the inner sanctum. I guess everybody wants it to sort of be a secret. But I've got a lot of clothes when I come down here. And everything's a story. I mean, I look around, I see a wig that was a new color, and everybody said, oh, why don't you wear that color more often? And clothes, I mean, I wore this many years ago. It doesn't fit anymore, but I might hang on to it until it might fit again one day. And then this was made for me for what was it called? The Cable Car Awards. And it was I don't know, it was just a dramatic, long train. It's like 12 feet long, and you have to make sure the right people are standing behind you because they don't want to give them a ride on your train. It's like wrong. And then, and these shoes, my friend said you can't just have black shoes, so he covered the shoes with the same fabric from that, and which I thought was very sweet. And then I was looking at it, I turned them over, and I have very large feet, and on the bottom was the Titanic and the Lusitania. Thank you very much. So, funny memories.
She's raised millions of dollars over the years. She works enormously hard and is always involved and engaged in whatever she's doing for the benefit of others.
Boy, did you come along at the right time. This is the most glamorous evening of the year for us who do what I do. It's the coronation that's happened now for 47 years. This will be our 48th one that we elect publicly a new emperor and empress, and then they're announced tonight and they're actually crowned in a beautiful crowning ceremony that's full of pomp and circumstance and a little bit of camp.
An absolute Empress 30 of San Francisco, Donna Sachet.
There's a board of directors that actually manages the court. I'm serving on it this year, which means I have responsibilities tonight. The court system is campy and fun. We're modeling ourselves after royalty. Well, we're not royalty, and I don't know that we all believe in it even, But we model ourselves on that because it's glamorous and it's fun, it's theatrical. Never let the mission become too silly, but never let your role become too serious. Because we are acting, we're playing, but our mission is deadly serious and really important to so many people. So if we can have fun and attract attention and maybe even laughter and then make money and help people, how wonderful is that? I can't believe I'm letting you film my wall. It sometimes seems like an exercise in vanity, but each of these represents a friend or somebody admired me or thanked me for doing something. A lot of these from emperors and empresses across the country. And then we get into these political figures, which I love. These are elected officers of the city or the state, and Mark Leno's on there frequently, Gavin Newsom, actually 5 mayors that have been mayor while I've been in San Francisco, Nancy Pelosi, just wonderful people that took the time out of their schedule to recognize me for something I was doing to make the city more exciting. All kinds of great things. And then the Giants, I sang the national anthem with the Giants.
Here now to perform the Star-Spangled Banner, please welcome Donna Sachet.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we've hailed at the twilight's last gleaming?
Who is that? That's a great picture. That was the cover of the Guardian, cover of the Chronicle, cover of Gloss magazine. I guess, I did theater in high school, small theater, and I love the fact that you could create or recreate yourself or make yourself something you weren't every day, and makeup was a big part of that. But of course it was never gender roles. It was more like you did the Music Man and you drew a mustache on or something, but it did show me that you could be something else. When I think about it, I don't put drag on, I let drag out. It's because it's so much a part of me. This character was in here anyway, and so I just act like the Donna that's in here, sort of. I don't know. Being yourself is not always the easiest thing.
There's always the stigma of someone that dresses in a dress and wears a wig. People look at it funny. Outside of San Francisco, we live in this bubble here, and outside of San Francisco, I'm sure she's run into some very frightening situations.
I've never understood it. I don't know why this makes anybody mad. I can understand being funny, but sometimes it makes people mad just to see me.
Well, let's just be honest about that. A boy putting a dress on, to many people in this world, is a boy putting a dress on. That's a tough thing. Living in the Castro, living in San Francisco, in a community that is so diverse and so accepting of every walk of life. However, we go downtown, sometimes we go to the ballet, we might go to a show, and I'm escorting her, and she gets a few looks once in a while, but I could only perceive, if I was her, that she might be uncomfortable.
The scariest was in Alabama. I was asked to go and MC the first gay pride celebration in Mobile, Alabama. Well, we got there and there was a truck that had painted on the side pitchforks with babies saying, you know, you're all going to hell, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, and you know, the bullhorns and everything. And I thought, how am I going to get their attention and start this festival? And I sang the national anthem. Well, all the bullhorns went down, they put their hands over their hearts, because for a moment, it was about being American and everything. And when it was over, they just kind of melted into the way. It was a very powerful moment.
She is a self-created personality, a personality who by its very nature speaks to the foundation stones of our great American democracy. It's egalitarian, it's democratic, it's about what this country is made of, and I think that could sound almost contrarian to some people who don't know who we're talking about.
I was taking Bart one time, and I had a ride arranged, and then the guy called and said, oh, my mother's sick. And I said, no, don't worry about it. I'll get there. I'll take Bart. And foolishly took Bart, and it was a fundraiser for the Gay Men's Chorus. And I wasn't familiar with Bart. I missed my stop, and I ended up on the train. There were two other guys on the train. They'd been looking at me the whole time. And as they got out of the car, I was like, oh, and they were getting out of the car, thank goodness. And as they got out, they, you know, slapped me, and I had a big hat on, and the hat was in the hair so much that the hair went off too, and my purse spilled, and they just ran, you know, two big guys. But why did they need to do that? Why did that make them mad for me to be sitting on that train? And why did it give them satisfaction to hurt me? I wish I could almost have a sit down with them and say, okay, that's over with, but just explain to me, why did it offend you or upset you? And what did you think you were getting by taking your big fist or your hand and destroying the illusion?
Magic also has an element of illusion about it. And then the question is, well, what's the illusion?
The blending of genders bothers people. I mean, they like thinking that women do this and men do that. Men play ball and girls play with dolls, and never the twain shall meet. All right, remember, you're the guy. That was that. You're not, don't do the wrong thing. I'm the girl, remember?
Oh, right, sorry.
Hello.
She's taking on one of the most challenging and fundamental aspects of who we are as human beings, and that's challenging gender. What can a man do? What can a woman do? What happens when those lines are blurred and we take on impressions and facades that are not in any way traditional?
But it is kind of just fantasy life, because you cannot control your own life like you control this.
Yeah, it's so true.
Sometimes I don't talk about my family very much, but sometimes when I'm doing something like this that I think is going to be important, is going to deliver a message, and I've done so many things I'm proud of, and then I think I can't share any of that with like my immediate family. Like my father passed away last year, and I never knew him, and he never knew any of this. It's just a shame you can't share this because of people's fears and misunderstandings. One time my mother said to me, the more people know about you, the more weapons they have to destroy you. And so it's affected my whole life. I don't make friends quickly. I don't share my life easily, because I'm always like, oh, they're gonna get me. They're gonna, you know. And my father was an alcoholic and physically abusive and mentally, you know, like tortured us just for the delight of it. And you know, as soon as I began to appear different too, with my feminine habits or whatever, that just opened a wound that he could like use. And one time he found me playing with dolls, and I was like cutting paper dolls out and making outfits for him. It was like his fashion even at that point. And rather than just blow it up, he made me go out in the backyard and burn them in front of him and then stick my hand into the ashes as it was still hot, just so I would remember that that was never to be done again. Well, what's the reaction? Either you get damaged or you say, I'm gonna find a way to do what I wanna do and get out of his life. So that's an example. I don't know that I have anything to say to them. I would just have questions I've never asked them, you know. Why could you let that go on as long as you did? You both saw what was happening. Why would you purposefully damage a child? Why would you find a weakness and capitalize on it? Why, you know, how could you sleep at night? How could you deal with that? And I don't know what the answers would be. I've never had the courage to ask it, and it's too late now.
It's too late now. Why?
Because one's dead, and the other one, it would be so cruel of me now to say to my mother, why did you stay with that jerk all that time? And because, you know, she can't change the past. You have to have an ego to do what I do, but I don't have to let it rule my life, and I don't want people to feel, you know, belittled by me in any way. Everybody has a great story to tell. I don't care if they remember my name, but remember the story or something powerful about it. The very things that you might think are ugly, maybe it's a strength or something you can turn into a strength. Form your own box. Maybe it's a triangle or a circle rather than a box. Just embrace.
To my city by the bay, I left my heart. Sometimes they break into applause here. In San Francisco. You were hypnotized, is that the moment? Okay, I'll walk you through this one. High on a hill, it calls to me. To be where little cable cars climb halfway to the stars. The morning fall may chill. I don't care, my love waits there. In San Francisco. Above the blue and windy sea, when I come home to you, my San Francisco, your golden sun will shine.
I'll call you if I think of something else.